We're checking in on the top business story of the day. Netflix disappointed investors following news that it added fewer subscribers in the second quarter than they expected. Jameson Burko joins us from BNN Bloomberg. So Netflix is just part of our regular viewing now. How are the numbers less than they expected?
It's one of those functions, Anne-Marie, of when you're so-called priced to perfection. There's no margin for error. So when they come out with an announcement that says, we still added over 5 million subscribers and everything's going great, and there was this expectation, well, we thought you were going to actually add a little more than that, then all of a sudden people start to realize that this stock is extremely expensive for a lot of people. I mean, there's a metric that we use over at BNN Bloomberg that essentially means how much you'd be willing to pay for a stock versus how much the company that, of course, the stock is about actually earns. It's called a price to earnings ratio. Without going too far down the rabbit hole, basically, if you want to buy Netflix stock, you have to be willing to say to yourself, okay, this is a company that's probably worth about 176 times the amount of money that it actually generates in profit. And that, of course, is a hugely high number. Just to put that into comparison to, say, another big tech company like, say, Apple, where it's about 18 times. So you can see that comparison there. And then Amazon, of course, is the exception. They're up to about 300 times. But, of course, Amazon competes with Netflix, and they compete with just about every other company on the planet. So you can get a sense of why that's so significant. So now Netflix needs to show investors they can actually perform perfectly. Otherwise, the stock will continue to punish investors otherwise.
All right, you're going to follow the company's reaction and the rest of the fallout throughout the day over on BNN Bloomberg. Thanks,
You sure
Jameson.
will. My pleasure.